Very good morning, sir. This is Chandrasekhar. I have 15 years experience in teaching. I am the SL in physics. Today we discuss about electric capacitance. Particularly this topic in NEET point of view, maybe one question will be concerned, and mains point of view also on capacitance one question will become. So I would like to explain electric capacitance, particularly very important topic. So in electric capacitance there are existing two words. One is electric, another one is capacitance. Electric is nothing but, according to electrostatic topic, electric is nothing but electric charges. So in nature these electric charges can be divided into mainly two types. One is positive charge and second one is negative charge. The best and good example for positive charge can be taken as protons, and example for negative charge can be taken as electrons. So according to our topic, electric capacitance, maximum we are explaining about charges, particularly those charges can be taken as electrons. So this is the first word, electric, and second word is nothing but capacitance. This capacitance is nothing but phenomenon. What is phenomenon? Phenomenon is simply called, it is the process. What's this process? Capacitance is the phenomenon. Phenomenon is nothing but process. Process here which can store the charge. Storage of charge. The storage of charge, that phenomenon can be called as capacitance. This storage of charge, this phenomenon can be obey the device, can be called as capacitor. That device can be called as capacitor. So capacitance is a phenomenon which can store the charge, that is called as capacitance. This phenomenon obeys the device can be called as capacitor. So basically capacitor or capacitance simply represented by using the letter is capital C. In symbolic format, capacitance can be represented like this. Two parallel plates are separated by some distance. This is the symbol for capacitance. This is the basic explanation about electric capacitance. Present, we would like to derive one basic formula for capacitance. Suppose you can take one conductor. So this can be taken as conductor. In this conductor there existing number of charges. We can apply the potential to the conductor. If you increase the potential, the charges flow is also increases. Then Q value is always be proportional to V. So charge is always proportional to applied potential. You can replace the proportionality, you can introduce a constant that can be taken as capital C into V. What you need? Here need capacitance C. So C can be taken as C is equal to Q by V. So capacitance fundamental equation can be taken as C is equal to Q by V. So according to this formula, capacitance can be defined as, it is the ratio of charge and potential of the conductor. So charge and potential ratio simply can be called as capacitance. This is the fundamental or basic formula for capacitance. We can, by using this formula, you can calculate number of problems or number of capacitance values. By depending on this formula, you can explain units also. Particularly, we are using SI system, the MKS system. In SI system, unit of charge can be taken as coulomb divided by unit of potential can be taken as volt. So coulomb per volt is the unit of capacitance. Simply this coulomb per volt is simply called as farad. So our unit of capacitance and called as farad. So this farad is the biggest unit of capacitance. But in practical and numerical point of view, practical or problems or numerical point of view, we can use the sub-units. What are those sub-units? Millifarad, microfarad, nanofarad and picofarad. These four are subunits of capacitance. This is converted into main farads. 1 millifarad can be taken as, milli is nothing but 10 power minus 3 farads. 1 microfarad is nothing but 10 power minus 6 farad. 1 nanofarad is 10 power minus 9 farad. 1 picofarad is nothing but 10 power minus 12 farad. These four are the practical units of capacitance. The next topic is capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. So this is the basic expression for capacitance calculation. So here capacitance you can calculate it by using parallel plate capacitor. So you can derive the capacitance value. First of all, you can construct a parallel plate capacitor. So for parallel plate capacitor construction, you can use two parallel plates which are placed parallel to each other. So I am taking two plates like this. Those two are parallel to each other. First plate is P, second plate is Q. In these two parallel plate, the first plate can be converted into positively charged plate and second plate can be taken into negatively charged plate. Our calculation point of view, this second plate I am grounded, earthen. Next, so according to this construction, this is completely positive charge and this is completely negative charge. The electric lines of force always travels from positive charge to negative charge, particularly positive charge to negative charge. So this is the lines of force. In this, in between two parallel plates, these lines of force are parallel to each other. Lines of force is parallel to each other, nothing but in between two plates there existing electric field that must be uniform electric field. At the edges, the lines of force also travel in the form of curved lines of force like this. These two plates are separated by a distance of d. In between the plates, we are taking one medium, particularly that medium can be taken as air medium. And the next one, the area of the plate P and area of the plate Q always be equal. That can be taken as capital A. So for the capacitance calculation, I would like to calculate first of all, what is the electric field in between the plates. So total electric field can be taken as electric field due to P plate plus electric field due to Q plate. This electric field due to P plate and Q plate, according to, you can calculate these equations. So you can use Gauss law in electrostat. Gauss law. What is Gauss law? The surface integral of intensity of electric field is always be equal to 1 by epsilon naught times of Q. This is the Gauss law. So according to Gauss law, you can calculate. But we are taking the plates P and Q which are in rectangular shape. Rectangular shape. So by using Gauss law, the electrical intensity of the rectangular plane sheet can be taken as, E value can be taken as sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So here P plate structure is rectangular shape and Q plate structure is also rectangular shape. Then the electrical intensity of total is equal to rectangular plate P plate can be taken as Q by 2 epsilon naught. Q plate also in rectangular shape, that is also sigma by 2 epsilon naught. By adding these two, you can get 2 epsilon by 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. 2 get cancelled, sigma by epsilon. This is the total electrical intensity in between the plate. What is sigma? Sigma is nothing but surface charge density. Surface charge density Generally, density can be taken as mass per unit volume. According to surface area, the surface charge density can be taken as charge per unit area cross section. That is, sigma is equal to Q by V. The sigma value substituted in this equation, we get the total electrical intensity E is equal to sigma is nothing but Q by A epsilon naught. This is equation 2. So, for calculation of capacitance, I would like to first calculate intensity. So, in between charges there existing potential. That potential can be calculated. According to the relation between electrical intensity and potential difference can be written as electrical intensity always be equal to V by D. This is the best relation in between intensity and potential. So, E is equal to V by D. From this equation 2 and 3, left hand side equation, electrical intensity is represented. So, right hand term must be equal, nothing but Q by D value always be equal to Q by A epsilon. What we calculated? Capacitance. Capacitance basic formula, C is equal to Q by V. So, here Q is there, V is there. This V come to this side, denominator. So, Q by V can be taken as epsilon naught A by D. In place of Q by V can be taken as capacitance C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. Here in between the plates we will take the medium is air medium. This C value can be taken as C naught. So, C naught value is equal to epsilon naught A by D. Epsilon naught is nothing but medium in between the plates. A is nothing but area of the plate and D is nothing but distance between the plate. So, capacitance value mainly depending on medium, area and distance between the plates. The capacitance of the parallel plate capacitors can be taken as C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. From this equation, we conclude that capacitance value mainly depending on medium. So, in between the plates, medium can be changes, capacitance value also changes. That is, C value is directly proportional to epsilon. For two medium, C1 by C2 is equal to epsilon 1 by epsilon 2. This is used for numerical method point of view. Problems can be solved by using this equation. Second one, medium. Capacitance value is also depending on area of the plate. Area of the plate is nothing. You are taking two parallel plates. Two parallel plates have same area. Either P plate area A and Q plate area is also A. So, C is always proportional to area of the plate. By depending on area, for two capacitance values C1 by C2 can be taken as A1 by A2. This is second formula for numerical calculation. Suppose you are taking plate structure is circular. Shape of the plate is changes. First we are taking the plate is rectangular plate. Here we are taking the plate is circular plate. Area of the circle can be written as A is equal to pi r square. So, capacitance value C1 by C2 is equal to A1 can be written as pi into R1 square by pi into R2 square. Pi get cancelled. Then C1 by C2 can be taken as R1 by R2 whole square. So, capacitance value always be depending on shape of the plate, according to area A1 by A2, according to radius R1 by R2 whole square. That is the third formula. And fourth one, capacitance value is mainly depending on distance. So, C value is mainly depending on distance between the plates also. So, C is inversely proportional to distance. For two different distances, C1 by C2 is equal to D2 by D1. Suppose we can increase the distance between the plate, capacitance value is decreases. So, particularly according to the basic formula of capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor, C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. From this equation, we have derived four equations for numerical purpose, which are used for shortcut method and time saving problem methods. So, this is the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. And one more is also you can calculate it, that is dielectric Dielectric constant. Here dielectric is nothing but one of the material. Which type of material? This material must and should be insulating material. This dielectric constant can be represented by letter capital K. This capital K can be represented by K value is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught. Epsilon is nothing but permeability. Permeability K is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught. Here epsilon is nothing but permittivity of medium divided by permittivity of free space. In terms of capacitance, you can derive this equation. This is also C by C naught. So here in terms of capacitance, C by C naught. So the new capacitance value with respect to dielectric can be taken as K into C naught. Nothing but suppose you can take one capacitor, especially parallel plate capacitors. In between the plates there existing air medium. This air medium completely occupied with one dielectric slab, nothing but insulating material having the dielectric constant is capital K. Then new capacitance value can be taken as K times of C naught. Here C naught can be taken as K is equal to epsilon naught A by D. So you can place the dielectric slab, the capacitance value is increases. How much time? K times of air dielectric, air capacitance value. So C is equal to K into C naught. K times increases. Applications based on capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. So these applications are very important for NEET and mains problem calculation. If you know the applications, you can save the time. So those applications can be very useful. In the first application, suppose I am taking one parallel plate capacitor like this. In between the plates we are taking air medium. Then capacitance of this parallel plate capacitor C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. So in air medium this C value can be taken as C naught. So in air medium capacitance value C naught can be taken as epsilon naught A by D. That is the basic formula. And second one, application number 2. You can take one parallel plate capacitor. These plates are separated with a distance D. This complete distance is occupied with a dielectric slab. Of dielectric constant K. Then new capacitance value is increased. Already previously we discussed. In place of dielectric slab, the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor is increased by K times. Nothing but C is equal to K times of C naught. Nothing but C is equal to K into epsilon naught A by D. So you can place the dielectric slab, capacitance value is increased by K times. That is the second application. And third application, you can take the one parallel plate capacitor. In between the plates we are placing one dielectric slab. This dielectric slab of thickness T and dielectric constant K, the new capacitance value of the parallel plate capacitor can be taken as C is equal to epsilon naught A by D minus T into 1 minus 1 by K. Very important application. Numerical point of view, very important. So the thickness of the dielectric slab is T and dielectric constant is K. The new capacitance value can be taken as epsilon naught A by D minus T into 1 minus 1 by K. This is very important. So for this purpose I will prove this expression also. So proof of application number 3 can be taken as, in between the plates, suppose we are taking one capacitor. In between the plates of the capacitor is D. We are placing one dielectric slab like this. This thickness is T and constant is K. So according to this capacitance, here two mediums are existing. What are mediums? Mediums are two. One is air medium, another one is dielectric medium. So thickness of air medium, here taking thickness of dielectric slab is T, remaining part is occupied with air. So thickness of air medium can be taken as D minus T, thickness of dielectric can be taken as T. So by using this you can calculate intensity of electric field with respect to medium. Intensity electric field can be calculated by using Gauss law. What is Gauss law? The surface integral of intensity is always be equal to 1 by epsilon naught times of Q. This is the basic expression for Gauss law. So closed surface, for closed surface, the surface integral of intensity value always be equal to 1 by epsilon naught times of net charge and closed space. So according to this Gauss law, we can calculate intensity with respect to air medium and intensity with respect to dielectric medium. So intensity with respect to air medium, E air into ds is equal to 1 by epsilon naught. Air medium is nothing but epsilon naught into Q. We are calculating E air going to outside, E air into integral of ds, nothing but total area A is equal to Q by epsilon naught. So E air value can be taken as Q by A epsilon naught. This is equation number 1. With respect to air medium, intensity can be taken as Q by A epsilon naught. In a similar fashion, we calculate the intensity of dielectric medium. So E dielectric into ds is equal to Q by epsilon, because medium is changes, air medium in place of dielectric medium. That's dielectric medium can be taken as epsilon. So E dielectric can be calculated. Going to outside, E dielectric is equal to surface integral of ds can be taken as total area is equal to Q by epsilon. Then E dielectric is equal to Q by A epsilon. Equation number 2. From this equation, intensity with respect to dielectric medium can be taken as Q by epsilon naught A. So here epsilon value can be converted into epsilon naught. So we know that dielectric constant K value can be taken as epsilon by epsilon. We need epsilon. So epsilon can be taken as K into epsilon. Substitute in this equation 2. So intensity of dielectric is equal to Q by K into epsilon naught A. This is equation number 3. So first of all we are calculating intensity of air medium and intensity of dielectric medium. So after that we can calculate the potential with respect to mediums. Potential, already we are calculating electrical intensity. What is the relation between potential and electrical intensity? So relation between capital E and V is E is equal to V by D. What you want? Potential is needed. So potential V can be taken as E into D. By using this formula, you can calculate potential with respect to air medium and potential with respect to dielectric medium. So potential with respect to air medium can be taken as intensity. Intensity with respect to air medium and thickness. What is the thickness of air? Is nothing but D minus T. So intensity of air medium from equation 1 can be taken as Q by epsilon naught A into D minus T. This is potential with respect to air medium. This can be taken as equation number 4. In a similar fashion, we can calculate potential with respect to dielectric slab. So potential with respect to dielectric slab is equal to potential intensity with respect to dielectric slab. Here equation number 3 is there, nothing but Q by K epsilon naught A into thickness of the dielectric slab is T. This is equation. So we are calculating potential of the complete capacitance. V is equal to V8 plus V dielectric. V8 is Q by A epsilon naught into D minus T plus dielectric slab Q by K into epsilon naught A into T. From these two equations, we can common the term is Q by A epsilon naught can be common, that is D minus T plus T by K. This is potential of the capacitor. What are you calculating? From this equation you can calculate the capacitance value. Capacitance basic formula is C is equal to Q by V. Here Q is there, V is there. Go to this V goes to that side, denominator term. Then Q by V can be taken as this epsilon naught A in denominator term, it goes to numerator term. Nothing but epsilon naught A by, this is always in multiplication state. Going to this side, denominator state. Nothing but D minus T plus T by K. From this equation, you can simply take as C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. You can common minus T. This can be taken as 1 minus 1 by K. This is the very good expression calculating the capacitance value. In this problem, we are giving dielectric slab, dielectric constant and thickness is given. Ultimately, you can calculate the capacitance value, that is C is equal to epsilon naught A by T D minus T into 1 minus K. That is the very important application. Number 4. Suppose we can take one parallel plate capacitor. In between the plates, we are introducing number of dielectric slabs like this. First dielectric slab, second and so on. Nth dielectric slab. This is first one, second one, nth one. First dielectric slab thickness T1, second T2, last Tn. Their dielectric constants are K1, K2 and Kn. The new capacitance value is, according to by using this formula, this new capacitance value can be taken as C is equal to epsilon naught A by D minus T. T is nothing but here how many T's are there? N T's. So T1 plus T2 plus so on plus Tn plus T by K. T is nothing but T1 by K1 plus T2 by K2 plus so on plus Tn by Kn. For n number of dielectrics are placed in between the two parallel plate capacitor having the thickness T1, T2, so on Tn and dielectric constant K1, K2, so on Kn. Then new capacitance value can be taken as epsilon naught A by D minus of T1 plus T2 plus so on Tn plus T1 by T1 plus T2 by K2 plus so on Tn by Kn. This is also application according to the application number 3. Application 5. You can take one capacitor. In between the plates, we are introducing one dielectric slab. This dielectric slab thickness T and dielectric constant K. The material of the dielectric is metal. Metal dielectric is placed. For metal dielectric, the dielectric constant value always be infinity. For metal dielectric constant, K value always be taken as infinity. Then new capacitance value can be taken as, according to the formula, for dielectric slab K and thickness T can be written as epsilon naught A by D minus T into 1 minus 1 by K. In place of K, you are substituting infinity. 1 by infinity is nothing but 0. Then new capacitance value epsilon naught A by D minus T. This is the metal dielectric slab thickness T. Then capacitance value C is equal to epsilon naught A by D minus T. And application number 6. Suppose you can construct one parallel plate capacitor. You can introduce one metal dielectric having the dielectric constant is K and thickness is null thickness. Null thickness is nothing but T is equal to 0. Here particularly metal is given. For metal dielectric, K value is infinity. For metal dielectric, capacitance value C is equal to epsilon naught A by D minus T. According to our application, here null thickness is given. T is also equal to 0. You can substitute T is equal to 0. Then new capacitance value C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. So C value must be equal to C naught. So these are the main applications according to the parallel plate capacitor. By using the application, one of the problem is taken. A metal slab of thickness equal to half of the distance between the plates is introduced between the plates of a parallel plate capacitor. Find its capacity. So according to the problem, you can draw this diagram. So parallel plate capacitor like this. This is parallel plate capacitors. The distance between the plates can be taken as D and area of the plate can be taken as A. This is parallel plate capacitor. Here metal slab is given. So nothing but dielectric slab is given. This dielectric slab of thickness equal to half of the distance between the plates. Half of the distance nothing but up to this side. So one dielectric slab is placed like this. This thickness value is taken as D by 2. What is remaining D by 2 distance? This remaining D by 2 is occupied with air medium. So here two mediums are taken. So what you calculating capacitance? According to our application number 3, capacitance of a capacitor when dielectric slab thickness T and dielectric constant is K. Then new capacitance value C is equal to epsilon naught A by D minus T into 1 minus 1 by K. This is the application. From this application, according to our data here given, dielectric is given. What is dielectric? Metal slab is given. For metal slab, dielectric constant is always be taken as infinity. And thickness of the dielectric slab is also given. That is half of the distance between the plates. Nothing but T is equal to D by 2. These two are substituting the equation. Epsilon naught A by D minus. Thickness is nothing but D by 2. 1 minus 1 by infinity. 1 by infinity value is 0. So epsilon naught A by D minus D by 2. D minus D by 2 is nothing but D by 2. Epsilon naught A by D by 2. This 2 term goes to numerator term. Then new capacitance value C is equal to 2 into epsilon naught A by D. Suppose this answer is not given in the option. So in this option, another option is given. Nothing but C is equal to 2 into epsilon naught A by D. Here epsilon naught A by D is nothing but capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor with respect to air medium. So C is equal to 2 times of C naught. This option is not there, automatically this option is given. That is C is equal to 2 times of C naught. That is the problem solving method. Thank you, sir.